Hey guys, Kevin Bobby here, back for another episode of Entrepreneurial Mastermind. So if you saw our last video, it talked about how we find locations that make us 100K. So this video, we're going to talk about how you can fund that for $0. All right, let's get started. See you inside. So you're probably wondering how you can start a restaurant for $0. Well, first off, you're going to need a business plan. So once you have a well thought out business plan from A through Z, everything covered, you can present the following to 5 different options, right? So there's crowdfunding. So I'm sure you've all heard of Kickstarter, Indiegogo.com. There's even niche specific for restaurants now, Next Seed. So Next Seed, they're actually personal friends of mine. They're based out of Houston, Texas. We'll have links provided below for you. So Peli Peli, I actually visited this restaurant. So they were able to raise $358K from 128 different investors, and they paid back $409,000. So of course there's interest involved. Depending on how much you put is how much you get. So after crowdfunding, now we have competitions to win funding. So Amex puts out a competition every year. It could be more than once, I'm not sure. But the information is out there. It's an alternate way to fund your business. How my business partner Mark and I started, we actually got contacted by the Food Network because we were an existing food truck. The prize money for this year was $50,000. Don't watch any of the episodes, it's kind of embarrassing. Here is a funny picture of myself in the middle here. Here's Mark to the right, and one of our employees, Jeffrey Manila. So I was just kidding. I'm going to play a quick little clip for you guys just so you can see there are other ways to raise money other than what we spoke about so far. So here we go.
Previously on the Great Food Truck Race, 7 teams of professional food truck masters launched a frantic cross-country race on Route 66 with hopes of winning $50,000.
Oh dear God, I hope you like it.
And now, only 3 teams remain.
We got burgers right here.
The Burger Boys from GD Bro sailed smoothly for the first couple of weeks in the middle of the pack. Then they stepped up their game and they dominated in Amarillo in first place.
Oh
GD
yeah.
Bro. Finally!
Country family, right?
The Brothers of Waffle.
So after that, there's also other options. There's plenty of people out there that are willing to partner up. And if you can find an investor, it could be a family member, it could be a friend of a friend that owns a business that's looking to diversify their portfolio. But of course, you have to provide some sort of value, like whether you've been managing restaurants your whole life or you're going to be the chef on this new killer concept, this idea that you had, like, hey, I want to serve these fusion tacos. So honestly, it's really up to you. There's plenty of options out there. You just have to go out and get it. One great example for us, we didn't have a 100% turnkey location, but the landlord provided the refrigeration. So the only thing we needed to bring in was everything under the hood. So that's fryers, grills, ovens, anything hot. So we were able to get from the landlord, 3-door fridges, double-door freezers, sandwich bars, and that cut down our costs considerably. If you watched our video, how to turn a 35K restaurant investment into $1.3 million, there's a breakdown in the food hall breakdown section of how much it costs for our equipment. So imagine, chopping 4 to 6K off of that right there alone. That cuts down your startup costs considerably. Then there's other places or landlords, let's just say like a mall, that'll fully fund the entire project, but they'll ask for 20 or 30% in percentage rent. So there's plenty of ways to get started, guys. I think it's just getting started. If you're always waiting for the right opportunity, you're going to end up waiting forever. And for me, I'm all about execution. So it's just, how can I get started? How can I use this stepping stone to get me from point A to point B? So, there's other ways to get started. These aren't the only ways. There's small business loans from the bank. But I mean, I did it personally. I put out collateral on my car, but just kind of like learning and becoming a businessman and just kind of like learning step by step through trial and error. I kind of feel a little differently about that now. I'm not saying don't do it, but banks just want to get paid. At the end of the day, they don't care whether your business does well or not. It's just, hey, give me my money. So, as opposed to an investor that understands the industry or a family member, an aunt and uncle, your parents, they may be like, oh, okay, well, you're going to go through some rough patches, and then they'll be a little more forgiving, right? So, at the end of the day, just get started. Find that business partner that's willing to invest in you and in your dreams. And if you like this video, guys, please, press like. If you have any questions, leave a comment. We're going to be coming out with plenty of more content for you guys. And if you guys are looking for something a lot more in depth, we have a course coming out pretty soon. Stay tuned for that. And I'll see you guys next time.